Welcome to This Week in Vegas, a bettor's view. I'm your host, Marco D'Angelo, and I'm joined, as I always am, with my partner in crime, Vegas runner. But this week, folks, we've got a special guest for you. His name, you might know him as Pool. He's one of our forum posters here at pregame.com, a great contributor to our forums. And Pool, your real name's Ron. We won't give your last name out, but you're here in Vegas. And we invited you, wanted to come over and see the offices, meet RJ, Vegas runner, and myself. And I said, you know what? If you're going to come over, we're going to put you to work. And we said we'll have you on for This Week in Vegas, and we're happy that you decided to come over. And how's life with Pool?
Well, it's very good. I'm retired, so all I do is bet sports, play golf, and besides do the housework.
Dude, you're my idol.
So life is good right now.
Well, that's good. And, Pool is 61 years young. You'd never tell the way he pounds the forums there. He's in there, and he's a great contributor, as I've said. Vegas Runner told me a story about Pool that actually, you're a little bit of a legend around.
He really is, man. No lie. And that's why I was excited about meeting him and doing this podcast with him, and I can't wait to have my buddies in Philly watch this, because I'll try to make this as quickly as possible. For March Madness, a bunch of guys come in every year for the opening 4 days, okay? So there we are at Mandalay Bay, and we're just talking about, different handicappers, sports bettors, sharps, wise guys. Make a long story short, a friend of mine who always comes in and checks the pregame forum says to me, hey, man, I saw that you guys got Pool over there posting. I said, yeah, you know him? And he said, not personally, man, but we were steaming his plays. I said, what are you talking about? He said, for a while, we were waiting for him to post an Ohio Valley game. And as soon as he did, we would send it out as a buy order and steam it throughout Philly. And I was asking Pool, did you notice most of your games would end up moving 1.5 or 2 points? And it's because these guys were steaming them. And the reason's simple. He has a long-term winning record, especially in that conference. And these guys see it. And if they see a guy that could hit even over 55% and do it year after year, that's an asset to them. That's a source they're going to follow. A handicapper, they're going to follow. So there's these guys, and I couldn't believe it. They're saying he's the man, dude. They're going nuts saying how much they cleaned up when this guy gave out an Ohio Valley game.
It shows how small the world really is.
Absolutely.
With the internet, everybody, one guy can become a legend in a particular area.
Sure.
And this is going to set up a little bit of a segue. We're going to have a two-part session this week on This Week in Vegas. And in the second part, we're actually going to talk about specializing in handicapping a particular conference.
Sure.
And we'll detail your expertise there. But let's get to know you, Ron. What brings you to Vegas this week? Just a little vacation or some interest here in town?
No, my wife and I are really just on vacation. And I wanted to come out here and meet you and RJ and VR and see how the offices were. And a bunch of my friends this time of the year, I used to come out in my younger days when I was still playing pool. There's a big pool tournament going on, and I'd come out here every year playing that. So I asked my wife, who loves sports also. Everybody needs a wife like that.
Lucky you.
And she said, fine, we'll just go out there.
So
during the pool tournament.
You used to come out here for that tournament, to play in the tournament or to play in the side games?
No, to play in the tournament.
Awesome.
To play in the tournament.
Great stuff. Well, now the mystery solved on your name.
Pool name. I didn't know that you were an avid pool shooter.
Used to be.
9-ball or 8-ball?
Primarily 8-ball.
All right.
I don't
straight
break
pool?
good enough to
Any
play
straight
9-ball.
pool?
The only straight pool I ever played was when I went in the Army. In 1972, I got a 5th All-Army in Europe. Because that's the only tournament they had over there.
Well,
so
most say that's the most pure game of pool.
It is a good game, but it's not fast.
As exciting, exactly.
For Americans.
Exactly.
Americans like things fast.
That's why we don't watch soccer.
Play another game.
That's why we don't watch soccer. You're absolutely right.
So, how long you been betting sports?
Oh, God.
61 years.
No. Let's see. When I was in the Army, I was 21. I was a bookie. I probably started in my late teens.
That seems.
So
That seems natural.
So did you started off betting and then decided why not start booking, correct?
Yeah, and I was really stupid. When we were overseas, me and two other guys decided to start booking because we didn't have a book there.
Sure.
So we couldn't bet, so we'll just start our book. We made up our own lines.
How sharp were you?
Really, we were pretty good. We all we took were parlays. No, it gets better than that. We didn't know how good we had it. And the minimum we'd take is a 3-team parlay, and all ties lost.
Wow.
Well, needless to say, you did pretty well booking
I'd have joined the Army if I knew that's how it works.
We did pretty good.
I would have a couple stripes by now.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. As we said, you've been a known poster around. There's a lot of forum sites and that. But how you came to pregame, you said that you used to go to the site Let It Ride. That was Johnny Detroit's original site, which ended up merging with, that's how Johnny Detroit and RJ became partners. And Let It Ride forum became the pregame forums. And, you came over here. And as most people do, you probably lurked around a little bit, checked things out. And what got you to say, hey, I like pregame?
I'll post here.
Well, really, I was with another small site that the backers just didn't have the money to keep it going. And I'd been around for 8 or 9 years posting and lurking on sites. And I'd lurked at, like you said, Let It Ride for several years. And the other sites, I just found too many things. Like, I don't like the bashing that goes on.
Correct.
I'm too old for that. That's for kids. And I started watching pregame, and the first thing I look for in paid players is their honesty. If they're honest, I don't care if they win or lose. At least I can respect them for being honest. And I never caught pregame pros trying to put anything over them. But sure, everybody makes mistakes.
Yeah, we're all human, and when you bet every day, you're going to make a mistake with units or a record long term somewhere along the line. Fortunately, though, at pregame, there's guys like yourself and so many other posters that'll let us know, and not trying to attack us, instead to let us know we made a mistake.
Right. So I enjoyed, the pros there. And then I thought, well, I'll start posting here because some of the other sites I got kind of fed up with. And then I noticed, man, they got a lot of good posters here, too.
Yeah, our forum members are awesome.
And I just really enjoy being at pregame.
You got a huge following quickly there. When you post, you had already a name. You already had an established name, I think. But I always check his threads.
When you post winners, I'm not going to give you credibility.
When I see that Southeast Missouri, that symbol, I know he's got to play.
Well, as you know, it doesn't always go that way, though.
Yeah. But you win more than you lose, and that's what it's all about. And I'm going to wrap up. I'll take the lead here, wrapping up this first segment. We are going to have a second segment, and we're going to talk about specializing in a particular conference. But I just wanted to take a minute, to thank Poole for stopping by and, to tell our forum members that, this is what pregame's all about. We are a family here.
Community, baby.
When people come to town, we try, I know Vegas Runner, myself, RJ, we try, we've got hectic schedules and we do have personal lives, but when we can fit it around and we can, get to meet our people that come to town, we like to do it, and Ron, we thank you for coming to town and, stopping by the offices and, participating today. And it really is a family affair. We're all working for the same cause. Yeah, we're a business, like anybody else. Sure. We got to pay the lights like every other business.
There's nowhere to post.
But we are a community that we give so much back for free, and we are a pay site, but there's more information here for free than,
good information.
Good information. And we appreciate you, Ron. We'll be back with the second segment. I'm Marco D'Angelo, along with Vegas Runner and our special guest this week, Poole. We'll be back with segment 2. Thanks for watching.